Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys. Well, I don't know if you watched last night's Summer House finale, but yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting to see the end with Paige DeSorbo, Amanda Batula, and also Lindsay Hubbard. It was interesting to see Lindsay and Kyle on Watch What Happens Live. And really, I'm probably the most fascinated with the Paige and Craig Conover, not only timeline, but the information that's being shared and the drama that has come with all of it. So, yeah, of course, we're going to talk about it. Before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And yeah, hot, messy topics tomorrow, which is much needed. Followed by maybe a little bit of a surprise, but I'll keep you posted today. Here we go. All right, so I wanted to start with the Summer House finale episode. Well, yes, there were so many interesting things. I kind of wanted to get to the end of it, just like we did with Southern Charm, because at the end of Southern Charm, we had like maybe about 3 minutes of Craig talking to the boys about this breakup with Paige, and he definitely had an interesting rendition of the story, right? You never know. There's always 3 sides to a story. There's this person's side, and then there's the truth somewhere in the middle. We know that for a fact. However, Craig has proven time and time again that he has the ability to embellish stories. And I mean, he even got caught at the reunion embellishing stories. So, do I trust anything that comes out of his mouth? No, not really. Does it matter who the am I? No, it doesn't. But when I'm sitting here comparing her story to his story, I'm like, oh, it sounds like Craig might have definitely embellished this. But how this all started, if you guys didn't catch it last night, spoiler alert, and I apologize, but I did say spoiler alert. So it's kind of like trigger warning, but spoiler. How this all really started was during Thanksgiving. So during Thanksgiving, Craig asked Paige if she envisioned them hosting holidays like this one day with their children. And she said, yeah, I can. And then finally she thought about it and she was like, actually, you know what? I can't envision us having holidays like this with our kids. No, I can't. Which is a very honest answer because a lot of people don't have the goal to even say something like that. And you want that in a partner, anyways. You want somebody to be honest with you, you want somebody to hold you accountable to an extent. Yeah, I think that that's super, super important. But she was telling her truth. Like, what do you want her to go through the whole process, get married to you, have kids, and then be like, oh, you know what, this isn't gonna work, and then just rip the entire family apart? No. But she did come back and she said, I don't share that vision with you, which clearly led to a bigger conversation. But he was like, well, can we have this conversation, a deeper conversation in New York City? She was like, you know what? Yes. Oy. Before that, well, actually not before that. After that, we'll get to it. She ends up inviting him to come to her apartment in New York City. He shows up to New York City, sits down with her, and they start talking. And she's like, listen, I want for you to have a life with somebody that deserves you, that you're absolutely in love with, that will give you all of the things that you want, to be a father, to have that white picket fence, to have like just everything that you want. You deserve that. And I deserve that too. And my heart's not in this, which is a hard conversation, but it's a very honest conversation. So I really commend her for even having that. And he said to her, which I think that this is it's such a tactic that's used. It's so manipulative, but he's like, I really wish that you wouldn't have ended this before you saw the ring that I got you. What? So Paige doesn't believe that he even got a ring, but also then I feel like he would have shown up with the ring and showed the ring. I don't think he got a ring either, and we're going to get to that in a second, but that is such a manipulative tactic. Like, I wish you would have, like waited to think about all of this until you saw the ring that I got you. It's like, who gives a shit about the ring? The ring is a symbol of what the entire relationship is supposed to be. If the entire relationship, if there are cracks in the foundation already, then who cares how big or beautiful or gorgeous your ring? Look at Kim Kardashian. She got an amazing ring from Kanye. Look at where they're at. It's not about the ring. It's not about the pasta. It's about the core and the foundation of the relationship. So I agree with her. That's one, it's a shallow thing to say, but two, it's a manipulation tactic. And three, she doesn't even believe what he's saying to begin with. Now, after that, she did reach out because when all of this came out, and she said this on last night's finale, when everything came out about her and Craig, the breakup, yada yada, she was getting ripped apart online. I think that we were even guilty at points of thinking like maybe she did cheat. I don't know. Like we were just asking. Maybe she's seen with this guy. She's going to different games. There are rumors out there. You never know until it's confirmed or denied. And even sometimes when it's denied, it doesn't mean that it's not true. And so we were leading with that, but we never said that it was for certain. We were just giving our opinions. And she said when all of these cheating rumors surfaced, she asked him, like, hey, listen, will you please, publicly deny these rumors and tell everybody that I did not cheat on you? And he declined to do so. And he said that he doesn't feel comfortable making a statement at this time. But she's like, I rode for you. I stuck up for you. I lied through my fucking teeth for you. And the minute that you won't defend me, the minute that you're sitting here watching my house crumble, when I didn't do anything wrong, I just simply was not happy in a relationship, you're dead to me. She felt like she was betrayed, which was also interesting because she did talk about how her father noticed that there was a change in her demeanor after the breakup, saying, like, I think it's great because I feel like your personality has returned. And I think that observation really reinforced to her that she did the right thing. She also said that one time she was doing the podcast tour and she had a panic attack and she had to call her therapist and figure out, like, am I just being a girl? Am I being dramatic? Or like, what is going on? Yeah, if you're with the wrong person, these things do affect you. But now back to the ring. I want to talk about the ring because Kyle Cooke and Lindsay Hubbard, they were both on Watch What Happens Live last night, and they both questioned the authenticity of Craig's claim about purchasing the engagement ring. And they also pointed out a few key things. One, nobody ever saw this ring. They said they find that suspicious. I do too, because anybody who gets an engagement ring for somebody, like for me and Jason, it was just these silver bands. Doesn't matter. Like it's not like it was very not doesn't matter. It matters, but very simple. It's easy. It's not like I don't need help trying to figure out emerald cut, princess cut. Do you want like a what kind of diamond? Do you want a yellow canary diamond? Do you want a do you want a gold band? Do you want a silver band? Do you want it's so intricate. So normally in a situation like that, especially with somebody like Paige, you're going to ask either her girlfriends or her mom or somebody. But then also on top of that, nobody ever saw this ring. Not one person, not one of your friends, not one of their friends, nobody in their family, nobody in or her family, nobody in your family. And I think what Lindsay and Kyle are asking for, which makes a lot of sense, they're like, when you get an engagement ring, you take photos of it. You have a receipt. You talk to somebody about it. You share things. Who's the guy? Who's the jeweler? Who's the guy that you got the ring from? Just bring him on. Have him make a statement. Show us a photo of the ring. I mean, I completely agree with Paige and Lindsay and Kyle in this moment. I think that you totally use this as a manipulation tactic, which I've said like 7 times in the same video. You use it as a manipulation tactic, and you wanted to see if this would be a way for you to potentially keep her around. I think it's bullshit, but that's just my opinion. Now, I want to hear what you guys think, guys. Pop off in the comment section, please. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. And yeah, tomorrow we will have a live Hot Messy Topics, which thank God I have missed you guys. Love you.